Well, what a day. All righty. I think we good, baby. All right, let's get this party going. Well, welcome. Live out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Is that right, Byron? Welcome to the Jersey Boys Sports Talk, hosted by your one and only Byron Jones and Victor Arocho. Brought to you by the Sportscast. Today is May 12th, 2021. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the Sportscast in all your channels, YouTube, Periscope, and iTunes. If you're on iTunes, please leave a rating and a review. It'll help us out tremendously. So our friends out there that like our shows, please go there. And if you can, visit us on the sportscast.net. That's our website, or follow us on Twitter at the Sportscast1. We're always posting different things on our different shows. We have a lot of fellow sportscasters posting there. So follow us on Twitter at the Sportscast1. Please check us out on the app, on the iOS store. We have a podcast app. You can subscribe to us. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, it's awesome. Hit the notification. You'll know when we're on. It'll pop up. You can either close it or listen to it. And we're always going to be there consistently. So at least you can see the past episodes. And we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. And we will be streaming live on Periscope. So we are getting ready to go. We're excited about today's show. And Byron, how's it going today? I was thinking about you. It was hot here.
It was nice here. It was nice, 70 degrees. It was nice. It was comfortable.
Oh, man, it was hot. And I had to wear braces on my knees. Oh, thank you. I had to wear braces on my knees. A birthday cake. I got food. It's ice cream cake. I love Carvel ice cream cake. I hurt my knee. I must have, so I'm in my desk, and when I go to the left, I got a bad left knee. I must have irritated it. Blew up Saturday night, and then it was worse on Sunday. I was in pain. I couldn't even go to my sister-in-law's for
That's arthritis, man. That's old age. Old age.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is, bro. It's I feel like I need oil, WD-40. So it was nice over there today. You think it's going to stay nice?
Well, supposed to all the way until the weekend. It's supposed to rain on Saturday and Sunday. But, besides that, 70, but it's cold at night. It's like in the low, like the mid 40s, like at night. So, yeah.
I like that. We call that sweater weather. Well, here it starts doing those afternoon thunderstorms. So it'll be nice all day. Today, the lights went on and off all day, and then it'll just boom. And all of a sudden you hear these. And I got to worry about the dogs. The dogs get all paranoid when they hear that stuff. So, but anyhow, that's good. It's hot here today, though. That's why you got a pool. All right. So let's get into what I wanted to talk about today. So I don't know if you saw what I put, but they're really high up on our number 2 pick, that Azeez Ojulari. Didn't you like him too, or no?
Yes, I did. The only thing bad, they had, with that kid is that he had a knee injury when he was in high school. That's why his medical, came back kind of like iffy, or maybe, arthritis down the road and, whatever. But, he should have been picked in the first round. But, I'm glad and happy. I'm sure he's not happy that he fell, to the second round to the New York Football Giants.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to slow down here. That's what they were saying. They were like, the Giants were expecting him to go in the first round, and they were happy to be able to pick him up. In fact, they a lot of the announcers were saying he's probably the most valued pick. Like you said, now he's a second round price tag, right? Compared to being in the first round. But they're super excited about him. And I'm excited too, because, but also there's something to say that when you get a guy like that, he's got something more to prove. So his performances go through the roof, so he can re-sign at a higher dollar value.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and he's on a good team with a good defense that he's got good guys behind.
But don't sleep on the other guy, Elberon Smith, the other pick from Northern Iowa. Don't sleep on him.
What pick was that though?
4th or 5th, somewhere. 3rd, 4th.
Really?
Make sure you get those for the day.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
They're gonna think on the show I'm always eating.
Yeah.
So they were saying he's how do you say his last name?
Smith.
Ojulari? No. Aziz
Aziz Ojulari.
Ojulari was one of the top pass rushers in the country last season, picking up 8.5 sacks, 12.5 tackles for loss in 10 games, both which led the SEC. In addition, he has 4 forced fumbles and was tied for second in the in all FBS. McShay from ESPN was saying that the team's he's one of the team's best pick of the draft, knowing that a Georgia linebacker is exactly what the Giants needed.
Well, hopefully he doesn't come there. And he said the same thing about Lorenzo Carter, him too. And he's been there 2-3 years. And hopefully he doesn't turn out like this kid, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Why you gotta always hate, man?
I'm just
wish the kid nothing but luck, bro.
I'm keeping it real as far as Lorenzo Carter is concerned. He's been there 3 years, this is his 3rd year, and he's either hurt or and it just seemed like he's just there. But he's a Georgia guy too, so that's why I brought that up.
But did he lead the SEC like this guy?
Probably not.
Well, I think when you're that kind of talent in the SEC, you got to be pretty good.
Yes, you do.
Because you're playing against some top talent, top linemen. You're playing against some top running backs. You're playing against,
Well, you figure in practice every day, you're playing against some of the best players in the country.
That's true too. Well, who's excited about him now? Who's the guy you were excited about?
The other pick, the kid from northern Iowa, Smith. He seems like, and I've said this before, Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel, yeah,
him kind of player, about the same size. He's like 6'7", 250, big kid, and got the long arms, to keep, and he can set the edge the way homeboy did back in the day for the Patriots. So don't sleep on one of these smaller school guys too.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about these teams, so I'm just making sure my sound doesn't go twice. No. Here we go. Go ahead.
What?
No, but we talked about that. We're gonna get him. Who we're talking about now is on the depth chart, right?
Yeah. Well, this is my makeshift depth chart, which
no. I'm saying when we get to it, those guys are gonna be on there, right? So we'll be able to talk about them in a little bit more detail. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm just telling you, and even the gentleman in the morning, they say, look, you guys keep talking about Washington, Dallas. The guy said, don't sleep on the Giants. I go, now Daniel Jones everybody goes, Daniel Jones has got to play well. When Daniel Jones plays well, don't sleep on the Giants.
One of them said if they get 23 points a game and as well as their defense played, they're going to win a lot of games. So it's all on poor Danny Dimes back.
Wait, time a lot. You mean more than 7?
Yes.
Oh, no, did you say 6?
I said 7.
Oh, okay, 7. So they're a little more than 7.
Once we get to the schedule, I'm gonna point them out.
Okay, I want to ask you about that too. Okay, so all right, so let's. You want to get to the depth chart first? Or you want to do schedule? Let's get the depth chart because then it makes sense to go to schedule, right? The team, right? Yep. I'm gonna pull it up. So our viewers or listeners, so if you're viewing, you can see it. Here's schedule. Hold on. Okay, here's depth chart. All right. Share my screen. All righty. Can you see that, Meyer?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. So quarterbacks. So we have 2 quarterbacks.
So this is as of right now, I'm saying this is like the 53-man chart. They're going to bring in more people, to camp because they can go up to 90. They're going to be up to 90 probably now they are or in the near future. That's how many are going to bring to camp. So this is like, what I'm thinking it was going to be on the opening day, September 12th.
Oh, okay. But as of right now, they already have more than this.
Yes, they have way more than this.
Yeah, so they're not going to go up. They have more. They're going to cut down to this.
Down to this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Do you think who's Mike Glennon?
That's the quarterback they got. He played at NC State, and then he was at Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. He sort of bounced around the league. Big quarterback, big, strong, 6'7", throw the ball country mile quarterback. Big.
Really? Yeah, speaking of that, prayers out to the family of Colt Brennan. That was kind of sad story, man, bro. We had a couple of NFL players die too young.
Well, Sam Eshelman,
Yeah, the kid linebacker.
His brother from Texas.
Yeah, but they said there's nothing about it. They just died.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. Sometimes those guys are so big, their hearts give out.
Yeah.
You always got to be careful with that. But this other kid had some problems. That's terrible. I remember I seen him play. It just breaks my heart whenever those kids with such great talent. For any kid, but just, you know, when they're in limelight. So Mike Glennon, do we always carry two quarterbacks?
Usually, yeah. And then usually you have a third. Like the third one last year was like Alex Tannehill or Penny or whatever guy's name is. They've been around like 900 years. And usually, you know, well, it's true. He was played like 10 years, but you never even heard of the guy because he never got the game. Tanny, that's his name. And they usually keep a third, and he's usually inactive during, you know, the games during the week. So, but they'll have, you know, usually two for game day.
Right. Just making sure. Hey, Steven, guys, you do your thing. Steven Petrosino, he's backtracking. Laugh out loud. All right, good. So, okay. Let me get back here. Where's your draft pick? Byron, where's your picks? All right, let's go through here. All right.
There you go.
So you got, all right, running backs. My man Saquon, Devontae Booker. I thought, Gallman, we traded Gallman, right?
Well, no, he signed with San Francisco. He left.
Okay. Devontae Booker. Okay, here's the rookie and Eli Penny. How do you like? Tell me tell me about these guys. Saquon, we know. I think Saquon's gonna have a breakout year, but
yeah, Devontae Booker, you know, they picked up from, you know, the Raiders. You know, he's a serviceable, you know, number 2 back now, you know, in his career. You know, so, you know, when Saquon needs, you know, a little breather, you know, this guy can come in and, you know, it's gonna be a little drop down, you know, but, you know, at least he had, you know, they're not gonna run him to death. Then they have the rookie, you know, kid, Brightwell, you know, he's probably, you know, special teams, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, slowly work him in, you know, depending on his skill set. You know, I haven't seen, you know, if he could, you know, catch the ball out of the backfield and stuff like that. And then you got Eli Penny, you know, when they go, you know, full back on Saquon and just let's power the ball up in there.
Isn't that the jumbo package you go?
Jumbo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's see. And this rookie was one we picked, right? We picked him later.
Yeah, 6th or 7th round or wherever.
Okay. Awesome. All right, that looks pretty good. You know, Devontae Booker, I like. You know, he's got some game on him. I love fullbacks. You know that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's looking good there. Wide receivers. We're pretty good at wide receivers. Galladay, Shepard, Slayton, and Tooney. I'm not sure I know Ross and Pettis. No, I know Pettis.
Well, Pettis they got from San Francisco, and John Ross is the one that they signed with from Cincinnati Bengals, the guy with the 4.22 speed, but he's always hurt.
Who's this?
John
Ross?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So they got speed. So number 4 and 5, we got a lot of speed.
A lot of speed. But my sleeper, don't sleep on this kid, David Stills, that they got from West Virginia. He was hurt last year. He would have made the team last year, but he got hurt. But don't sleep on him. He might, you know, maybe he might.
He's not on here though, right?
No.
What's his name?
David Stills. He's the sleeper to make the team.
All right, let's have him in there. And we can check it next time. All right, awesome. Okay, Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram. That's the ball.
Yeah, with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Don't deflect it up in the air.
The sad part is when he catches, he's awesome. But he misses, like, you know, I don't have confidence every time the ball. It's like, you know, when Steph Curry shoots a 3, I feel like it's going to go in every time.
Well, this kid's playing for a contract. So, you know, it's either put up or shut up this year.
Yeah, because he's already got that. You think about it, I don't think there's anybody that's a Giant fan that has not mentioned about him dropping balls.
No, well, not dropping him, deflecting him or tipping him up in the air or bouncing off the hand.
Not however you want to say it, not catching him. That's all I care about, right? Catch the ball. If it hits your hands, you're supposed to catch it. All right, I'm just checking comments here. We got Steve. Okay, good. All right, so then I'm going to keep it this way so it's easy for me to check. All righty. Tight ends. We got Evan Ingram. We got Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph's pretty good, no?
Yes, he is. The big tight end from Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's a red zone threat. He can, big guy back there. And when Evan, bounces the ball off his head or whatever, maybe Kyle Rudolph will be there, to catch the ball. But that was a good pickup for them. I think it was 2-year contract, 2 or 3 years with him. So they should be fine at tight end with all 40s guys.
And remember, Tooney's going to be good. He'll come on a sweep out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So he can play a couple positions. So I think I'm excited about that kid. I want to see him do really well. It's like when Victor Cruz broke out on the scene. You know what I mean? Well, I like to see that happen with him.
Hopefully he does the same thing. Hopefully he has the same career Victor had.
Yeah. And Victor didn't come out of a school that size.
UMass.
Yeah. So, God bless him. University. Okay. What do we got here? Let's go start. Oh, your starters.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went from the depth chart to the starters.
This is where they're gonna make their money right here.
We got somebody calling in here, 606. Let's see what we got. Hello, welcome to the Jersey Boys Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
Darryl Cross.
Darryl Cross.
Oh.
My man.
What's up, Coach?
What's happening,
What's up,
man?
Coach?
Mr. Darryl Cross, hot dog.
Yes. To our listeners.
What's up, coaches? What's up?
What's going on? Mr. Darryl Cross.
How's my boys doing? How's my coaches doing? Both of y'all.
We're doing fantastic. We're going through, I don't know if you see us or you're hearing us, but we're going through the depth chart of the Giants, and then we're going through Byron's starters on offense and then on defense. We're excited. Good. And then, hey, you were running back. I want to see what you think. If you had to pick one over the other, Saquon Barkley over Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, we're gonna start that again.
Stay quiet, Byron.
Y'all put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot, Coach. Don't put me on the spot.
You don't know which one we went for. You're on the spot. Hey. You called in.
I'll give you this much. I am a Giants fan. I have to say that. I am a Giants fan.
Okay. Enough said.
Growing up, coaches, we're a big Giants fan. I don't know about Coach Jones though. I hear a little different from Coach Jones. What's up with my boy Coach Jones?
Flip-flopper.
He's a flip-flopper.
I love him. I love him. But I played at I played at Morehead State where Phil Simms played.
Mm-hmm.
So I followed. I love the Giants. Love the hometown teams. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
But also love other teams. Other teams are out there and look good. They all look good. Those boys are playing for big money and trying to entertain all of us together. So,
right. And we like players too. I mean, it's hard to not like Patrick Mahomes. It's not, one of my favorites is Fitzgerald, right? I mean, you got some just stand-up players. It's impossible not to.
I'm getting ready to shake this tree right now. I gotta shake
the tree.
I gotta shake it. I'm gonna shake it. Here. We have one of the best running backs that I've seen play at high school level, Mr. Darryl Cross.
Yes.
Great player.
Thank you, Coach.
Got a chance to watch it live and in color, and he wasn't too bad on defense. He lights you up on defense.
Oh yeah.
So
thank you, Coach.
So when Victor sit here and asked you that question, who is a better running back? You did one of my numbers, deny, and you kind of deflected. I want to hear from a true running back.
No. That's not what you do, Byron. You deny when you change your statement. There's a huge difference between him not answering the question and you flip-flopping from what you said to that you didn't say. Don't put him in the same category. Because everybody, all our listeners ask, is he a Giant fan? I don't think they're listening. There's Shane. I can get Steven Petrosino. All of them. They get confused. Which one's your team?
You guys are killing me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Can I get my answer from a real
Okay,
running
go ahead. All right, so I was trying to help Daryl a little bit to get on the spot, but don't compare him to your Daryl. You ever see that movie with Eddie Murphy? You got to coordinate. That's Byron. Coordinate. See what I'm saying? You got to coordinate.
I'm enjoying this. I love it. I love it.
I can't get my answer from a real running back, man. Really?
Okay, answer him, Daryl, before he starts crying.
Man, that's hard. I love all the running backs. You know that. I'm gonna go out in left field. I'll just all running backs. You know, they're both talented. You're talking about two wonderful, talented guys, man. I mean, you know, they're just extremely awesome. They both run hard. They run, you know, they're great guys. What I know, it's hard to. Leave him alone. I know. That's what I sound like. It's just hard to. It's hard to choose and, you know, pick and choose when it comes to running backs. We all take the pounding. We all, you know, try to do the grind and make it happen and score and stuff. So that's kind of hard. I mean, if you ask me who's my favorite running back, I can probably answer that. But, you know,
who's your favorite running back?
My favorite running back. I'm gonna say Barry Sanders.
Oh, that was a good one.
Walter Payton.
Okay, but that came up last week. Good call. Hold on, Daryl. That's a good call. We asked if you had to pick the two, Barry Sanders and Walter Payton. Which one would you pick?
Oh, Coach,
that's hard. Yeah, exactly. That one came out right. Right, Byron? Didn't that come up last week? That came up last week.
Hey, Coach Jones, he's killing me. Huh?
I know, but I'm killing you too. I'm sitting there. I want Saquon Barkley or Ezekiel Elliott. Who is a better running back right now?
Woo! Ezekiel is the man.
Oh, please. You trying to drag him in. That wasn't no, you said right now. What does that right now mean? Saquon didn't play last year.
What?
Huh?
Saquon didn't play last year. There's no right now. What right now is
Elliott's
there?
Tough.
You want to know why?
Elliott's tough.
I'm gonna break it down to you.
He's a fumbleitis.
Saquon Barkley is fragile.
He's not.
He had the ankle of the knee the last 2 years.
Okay, but he was playing on a. Wait a second. You know, you're painting him. You know what? Okay, because you talk about how bad the line is and what we need in a line and all this. Hey, Daryl, I don't care. Do you get more pounding with a lousy line or a better line?
Oh, with a lousy line.
Exactly. So, you know, it's kind of you get
lousy
pounded.
Line.
First of all, you get pounded no matter what.
No matter what, you get pounded.
Right. You get pounded worse with a bad line. So you can't, Byron, go on one side. We got a lousy line. And then, you know, Saquon, he carried that team when he's there. Of course he's going to get hurt. I mean, that's like Joe Burrows, right? He's fragile. Well, you know, he got no line. You know what? You know who can't play? It's Patrick Mahomes.
That's right.
His lineman was hurt and he wasn't able to do this. Make up your mind. Okay, what's the same thing with the running back? If your lineman's hurt, you're going to get hurt.
Both the tackles were hurt, you know, during the Super Bowl, and he ran for 500 yards, running around a circle because nobody blocked anybody.
That's right.
Okay.
You need a good line, Coach. You need good lines.
Exactly. So you
make a great running back. You need those lines.
He did say that Ezekiel Elliott was the better running back, though. He did say
he's saying that. Well, okay, well, let's see this year, right? Now there's no – my only pieces is that Ezekiel's always had more talent around him than Saquon. Yet Saquon put up crazy numbers when he had his full year.
Absolutely.
So that's number one. Number two, Dallas has always had a better team over the last few years than the Giants. But still know Saquon's name.
And Saquon, how many good years has he had?
He's had one.
I rest my case.
How many Ezekiel's had?
4 or 5.
No, he hasn't. Then he's old. I mean, there's no way.
It's tough.
All right, let's get off that case. All right. Mary Sanders,
hey, Coach. Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
I got to go. I just wanted to say
no. Okay, before you go, hold on a second. Before you go. Okay, to our listeners out there and if you hear this recording, hearing the podcast, just want you to know First of all, Daryl's older brother, Glenn, went to school with me. He's a really good friend of mine. The entire Cross family, I got nothing but love and respect. Byron, you know the Cross family, and the other side, they got nothing but talent there. This young man, I had the blessing and God gave me the opportunity to be able to coach with him. Daryl, you are not only a fantastic gentleman, a pleasure to coach, but you had it was the aspirations when I played, you wanted to be a great player and so forth. But the talent that you had coming in as a freshman in high school to be able to start in every varsity sport as a freshman. And then the Byron, I don't know if I told you this, the first pitch in baseball, his first pitch, he knocked it out of the park. Good night. As a freshman. He was the leadoff batter, knocked it out of the park. So I'm just telling you, God bless, the fact that, and your children, let them know, that you were fantastic. Sometimes you can tell your children, they don't understand it, right? But you were a phenomenal athlete. And then Daryl, how tall are you?
Thank you. I'm about 5'10", coach. About 5'10". 5'10".
5'10" with cleats on. And
yep.
Dude, he could 360 slam dunk a basketball. That's the reason why I asked about it.
My kids don't believe that, coach. My kids don't never believe I could.
I saw him slam dunk at 360 at 5'9", 5'10". That's pretty good.
That is.
I hope my son. I wish my son can hear this. I hope he's on listening.
That's why I said he can listen. It's gonna be on. Just tell him to go to YouTube, Facebook. This stays. We don't end their show here, but anyhow, I just want to say that to you and the Cross family.
And I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. Yes, Daryl Cross is one of them. So his son hears it. His dad was one of the best to walk through those walls and those halls in Perth Amboy on all 4 sports. He ranks up there in my top 5.
Yeah,
the best athletes
to come through
Perth Amboy.
Yes,
thank you so much.
My opinion.
Yeah, my opinion too. There's no doubt. I mean, that's why I wanted him on the show. I hunted him down, right? And you hear how nice he is, right? He's always been respectful.
Thank you, man.
I just God bless you.
That means a lot.
God bless you. Thanks for calling in. You're always welcome on our show anytime. You want to talk as we get a little further. But
no doubt.
I'm really glad
I'll tell you what, I received a letter months ago from Perth Amboy High School, inducting me into the Hall of Fame. So when that does occur and comes back up, I would definitely want both of you guys to be there for me, standing with me.
I'd be an honor. It'd be an honor.
I appreciate it. I really do. You guys are wonderful, man. You made my day. You made me laugh tonight. You made me laugh.
I'm gonna take a little of my own props here now. I'm just telling you right now, Byron. We were in a game, and they kept running a sweep, and poor Daryl was dancing back there, and he was the kid. I'm like, Daryl, come here. What are you doing? I gotta listen to me, son. I want you to go on the next time they call that play. I want you to make one cut. You're going horizontal, make one cut, go north. Let's go. Don't look at anything, go north. Daryl, what happened next play?
Hey, I did exactly what you said, Coach. I think I ran about an 80-yard touchdown.
Woo, good night.
It was lovely. It was lovely.
He had that crazy pickup speed, Byron.
I know.
You know what I mean? The 2 guys could run the 40 the same time, but his 10-yard, he'd blow that guy away.
I know.
All right, buddy. I know you got to go. Thank you.
I've heard a lot about Coach Jones though back in the day. Hey, Coach Vic, I know you were nice. I saw your performance, but I heard Coach Jones was a man too back in the day. I heard he wasn't a joke. So you guys paved the way for me, man. You paved the way for me. So it's a blessing to talk to both of you all. You guys are my coaches,
Byron was a beast. There's no doubt. I wish I played with that team. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. All right.
All right.
God bless. Tell your kids to listen to this show. They can hear these guys play.
Tell the family.
He said hello.
Definitely will. Much love to both of you all. Keep up the good work. Jersey boys are forever. We're the best.
My man.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, Byron, I'm trying to find these comments. I can't.
Me either.
Okay. There we go. We got Steve there. All right. So let's get back. He's such a good kid, man. Let me tell you something. He's a pleasure to coach. He's
great.
Yeah.
I know family for decades.
Yeah, no doubt. And but he's special.
Our offensive line stars.
Yeah, he's special, that kid.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's
I'm
definitely
still there.
special. All right, so we got the line. Okay, so we got Thomas. Okay, so how do you feel this line's going to do?
Well, the left guard there is ranked at one of the worst pass blocking guards. So hopefully, he can clean that up, and he should be fine. Lemieux and Will Hernandez, he's playing for a contract because
we got hockey players playing tackle.
Yeah. Will Hernandez. So we'll see. And then Matt Pert, whatever his name is, a right tackle. He's that UConn guy, tackle, big kid. So, hopefully, he can put some weight on and he can do his thing. And if he doesn't, then they have Nate Solder is in the background.
Wait, before you go further, who's here from last year?
All of them. They're all those guys from last year, except the right tackle wasn't the starter. It was like the Fleming, who was awful last year.
Mm-hmm. So these guys were starters.
These guys are, for the most part.
Well, it goes back to what we were saying. Remember that when you pick out an offensive lineman, their tendency to re-sign, right?
Yep.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I like to see that the starter. You know what I mean? That there's guys coming back. You agree?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. And go ahead, the reserves.
They sold their, New England, been there for a while. He was awful, left tackle. They gave him all that money. So we'll see. Jackson Murphy, they did give him all the money. Jonathan Harrison is the pickup. He's a center that they got from the Jets. And Zach Fulton is the one we talked about before that with the Houston Texans, that he could either be a center or guard kind of guy. So we'll see how that works out.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, they started coming together last year.
Yeah, toward the end, yes, because they all of a sudden, they decided they're going to run the ball with Wayne Gallman and they're going to punch somebody in the mouth, and they were fine. But the issue is pass blocking. They got to be able to pass block. If they don't, the same thing that happened to poor Danny Dimes, where he's running for his life or getting smashed back there, which has happened a couple of times.
I got you, but Giant football, pretty simple for us, right? If they do exactly what you just said, play the game, smash them in the mouth, that's going to open up easier pass block.
Yes, run the ball.
Run the ball. Don't make this. Danny Dimes is protective game, good game management, and you're from Duke. You should be smart, right? So be smart, right? And Giants, I believe in Judge and that team. So run the ball. You got the star back. Run the ball. You got some crazy receivers, right? Run the ball, and it'll open up everything else, right? We got our game we have to establish the run game, period, right? And I can't imagine they're not going to give the ball to Saquon that much.
Run the ball.
Defensive line. This is where I'm excited about. I like defense. So you like Leonard Williams, right?
All that money, of course. I love him now. They paid him. He got paid.
Yeah, but you liked him before he got paid.
Yeah, I liked him before.
All right, so who's the starter? Who came back from last year?
BJ Hill has been there for a while. He's playing for a contract.
Williams too, right?
Yes. Dexter Lawrence is going to be a beast this year. He's going to be even better.
He was back. Okay.
So all three of them, are there. Then you got Danny Shelton as a pickup. He's about 350 pounds of nose tackle. So if BJ Hill can't do the job, the other guy is, he's not a bad guy. You're not going to get a great pass rush out of him, but he's very stout against the run.
Okay, awesome. I'm excited about that. Right. So if he's good about the run, we have a good line coming in. Outside linebackers, I'm excited. Right. I think
two Georgia kids.
Two Georgia kids, which is the one that you had a problem with.
Lorenzo Carter is the one that was a little broke down. He's getting hurt all the time. Yeah, he's hurt all the time.
But this guy's good. Who's this Ellison? That's the guy, the sleeper guy. That's your sleeper guy, right?
Sleeper guy from Northern Iowa.
Mm-hmm. And these other guys are good.
All of them. Well, Ryan Anderson, they picked up from the Washington Redskins. He was a starter. This Odeni Jibo or whatever his name is, that guy's from Minnesota Vikings. He's going to be, like a situational edge rusher. So he's playing for a contract. So those two guys, should if they rotate like they usually do, and everybody's fresh, and you can go, 190 miles an hour, they'll be fine.
All right, let's move this along so we can get into the schedule. Inside linebackers. Tate Crowder's good. Blake Martinez.
That was the kid that was the last pick in the NFL draft.
Martinez?
Trey Crowder. He's
I
another.
like this one. I like this kid.
He's another Georgia kid.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah, the way, hey, Georgia was in that championship in the SEC, man.
Then you have Reggie Ragland. He's an Alabama guy. He played Alabama back in the day, and he's sort of been in and out, hurt, but he's another 250, 260-pound linebacker too.
Right. Okay. And then we're loaded here, man. Look at these defensive backs. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, we got a lot of good. Who are the ones we picked up? Because this way, I'm going to get into the schedule.
Aaron Robinson and Rodarius Williams are the two that we just picked up.
I'm excited. I last time we had a bunch of defensive backs, we did well.
Yeah. Remember the one kid that they've been there for years, Sam Beal?
Mm-hmm.
You notice his name is not on there, right?
Right.
Yeah, he ain't going to be there this year.
He's going to get cut or traded?
He's going to get cut.
All right, let's get into the day. Let me ask you something. How'd you get if they're saying it's coming out now, how is it that you had the schedule already?
It's been leaking out all day.
That's what I don't understand.
It's been leaking out all day long.
I told our friends Richie and stuff. We got the Jets schedule. We're going to go into that first.
Down too.
Huh? All right, let's go. All right, Denver. Okay.
That's going to be a 425 game.
A 425 game. Okay, Denver. Who's the quarterback at Denver right now?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Mm-hmm. I thought there was somebody else they were already looking at too.
Drew Lock is there too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm taking the Giants. Washington, Thursday Night Football.
A short week. That's a loss.
Okay, we'll see. All right, Atlanta. I think Atlanta's got its issues. I don't trust Atlanta. You never know what.
Offensively, they're going to be loaded.
I don't know what team's going to show.
They got, you figure Julio, Calvin Ridley, and now they got Kyle Pitts now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got a lot of firepower.
So we're playing at New Orleans. All right. We'll see what's happening there. Dallas. We're gonna beat Dallas. Sorry, Mark.
Got the Rams.
The Rams are gonna be tough. Matt Stafford there, man. That scares me. Carolina. Who did Carolina pick up? You were excited about Carolina.
Who's the corner? They picked up J.C. Horn, the cornerback.
No, but who's the quarterback that went there?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, Sam Darnold, right. And Rule. We'll see what happens. I still Giants will win that game. Kansas City, I'm sorry, it's going to be too hard for us. I think.
Really? You're abandoning ship already.
No, I ain't abandoning the city. Kansas City. I think Patrick Mahomes and those guys are going to come on a tear. I think they're going to be a little upset. So I'm pretty sure they're going to light up the league this year. Las Vegas, we'll see what happens there. We got to bye. Tampa, man, we got a tough schedule.
And that's at Tampa. That's not in your neck of the woods on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that game. Philadelphia, okay. We got Miami. Oh, they're at Miami too. We got two. They're coming to Florida twice. I had to put this on my list. I'm going to these games. Tampa's got a nice stadium, Byron.
I was at the old stadium.
No, maybe I was at the old stadium too. How long ago?
1985.
No, I was at the new stadium.
I was there when I tried out with with Tampa Bay Bandits for the USFL.
Oh, okay. I remember
that. I was there. That's when I got to meet Steve Spurrier.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
That's going to be a loss.
That's Justin Herbert. Okay, Dallas, we're going to beat them again. Philly will beat them the second time. I think the second half of the season we'll start winning. Chicago, we'll beat Chicago. And in Washington, they're not going to beat us twice.
Let's see what I got so far. I got 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you want to pick yours? All right.
4.
I'm going to go.
Oh, I'm even 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Like I said before. 7.
You have 7. All right, we'll see. I think they're going to win 10, 11 games. I'm pretty comfortable. I think no one's talking about them. They're only talking about Dallas, and they're only talking about and the Redskins. And I don't think that's enough.
Denver has quarterback problems. Mm-hmm. Washington has quarterback problems. The only one that has a real quarterback is Matt Ryan, Atlanta. New Orleans going to have nervous James Winston. So you don't know what you're going to get for him. He throw for 500 yards and throw 6 interceptions. Dallas, the Rams are going to be loaded. They got Matt Stafford. Don't forget who they got now.
Yeah, I like Stafford.
Carolina's going to be pretty good. Kansas City.
Kansas City. Enough said.
Las Vegas. Well,
Why do you say ham Kansas City? Kansas City, you joking?
Huh?
Oh, you joke? Why you say ham about Kansas City?
You never know.
Really? I think they got a good team. They're gonna be good. They got rid of that's what we're talking about next. All right, so we'll see. Let's see. Let's see what happens. But they do got a pretty tough schedule, though.
Nah, not really. The first, if I was, if I wouldn't flip flop, Denver, they should beat. Washington, they should beat. Atlanta, New Orleans, they should beat. Dallas, and the first 7, they could win 5.
So, in other words, then how are they going to lose? They'll only win 2 games and then the rest of the 11 games.
Because Giant-itis will kick in.
Somehow,
some way, crazy things will happen. Danny Dimes will lose his mind. They won't, one of the linemen will fall apart. And next they got a makeshift line and the whole mess usually kicks in, what usually happens.
Oh my God.
I'm just being the Lord.
Daryl has not been on our show. He's on the show for the first time. And his question, I don't know about Coach Jones. Is he a Giant fan?
I'm a Giant fan, man. I need to leave me alone with that.
I'm just saying. All right, let's get to our boys for Richie Vargas. This is for Richie Vargas and my buddy Steve Casano. Let's torch these boys.
Woo, how many games? Loss. They're gonna go all the way to
London
at 9:30 in the morning. Loss.
Patriots again.
Loss.
Cincinnati, they could beat Cincinnati.
They're not gonna beat Cincinnati. But Joe Burrow's playing and all the receivers.
There's no way they're gonna go 0-8. I can't imagine.
Yes,
Giants, Jets go 0-8 again.
They're not beating the Colts. No way.
Buffalo, not Buffalo.
Miami. There you go. There goes a win right there. Houston.
That's bull crap. Texas. Yeah.
There you go. Right there. Houston Texans. Got one.
Texas. Not the Eagles.
Not the Eagles. Well, they might be able to beat the Eagles.
Nah, the Eagles.
Anybody
in NFC is tough.
They're going to luck up and win 3 games. I'm looking at it right now.
You really think they're going to win 3? Man, but their conference is tough though. Between Buffalo, Miami, they got right now. They're in the bottom of the conference. That it goes back again. You're gonna be at least, you're gonna play these teams. You got 6 games against your conference opponent.
The bottom of the conference. They're the bottom of the NFL.
But you can already got to deal with your conference first. That's 6 games, right? Out of 17, that's 6 right there. They ain't winning none of them. Oh my God, that's terrible. Sorry, guys.
So they got 3 wins. They got what did I say?
Houston, Miami.
No, they ain't beat Miami. They're gonna beat Houston,
Cincinnati.
No, Houston. Where's the other one? I can't see it now. Oh, other way. Houston, Jacksonville, and they're gonna luck up and beat the Eagles on the 5th of December.
We're gonna get into Jacksonville a little bit. All right, we'll see what happens. Well, here it is. We'll be posting this, I believe, on our website at Sportscast. We're going to be following this as the season's going, and once we approach our 7th, 8th game, then see where Byron's flip flopping from there. All right, let's get into what I had here. All right, stop sharing. See you later. All right. So NFL news, okay? Did you see? I had written this down as I saw it. Eric Fisher, the offensive lineman from the Chiefs, went to the Colts, right? And the reason I put that down, this guy he's a good player and got hurt, which is one of the key people that we thought was that was critical in the Chiefs' success or non-success against Tampa. And now that guy's gone. So I wanted to bring that up for you, saying, okay, this guy wasn't there and played, which is one of the reasons, they had a tough time. Now he's gone.
Yeah, but the Chiefs kind of upgraded with the guy that they got now, Orlando Brown, the one they got from the Baltimore Ravens. So
hasn't Orlando Brown been in the league for like 15 years?
Oh, that's his dad. This is the son.
Oh, really? really?
Oh yeah.
So I was right. There's an Orlando Brown, but this is the son.
This
Okay.
is the son.
I didn't
dad
know
was
that.
called Zeus.
Is that? Oh, really?
His dad was big as a house. His dad was huge.
Orlando Brown was awesome.
His son is big as a house too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he's the upgrade for left tackle instead of Eric Fisher. So he is an upgrade.
Okay. Well, that's why I wrote that down, because I thought it was interesting. You know, they had a problem last year with their line being hurt. Now they lose a starter, right? So if they filled it up with an upgrade, then it's not so big deal. But that was one of the reasons I wanted to bring that up, was because of that. What do you think about the Tim Tebow going to Jacksonville? Just in theory, what do you think about it, like, overall? There's so many sides to argue that.
Sell tickets.
Okay, so that's number one. All right, let me give you the sides that you hear, right? Okay, what are the sides? The sides are, one, good move, good guy that can help mentor Trevor Lawrence. Hold on, let me give you the sides. The second side is, hey, you know, he's taking a roster spot from somebody else, right? And, you know, it's not sitting easy there with people. 3, he hasn't played in how long, and he's going to play a position he's never played before. 4, this was my own. Only thing I'm bringing up is, like, you know, he stuck to the quarterback so much, and they wanted to try him at other positions when he was in his prime, right? And I love the guy. I mean, I believe in him. I believe in his faith. I believe everything that he stands for. And one thing that a lot of people have said, I don't care, Stephen A. Smith, everybody goes, they've never met someone that they thought it was all hype until they met him, and that person was as genuine, as nice of a person as everyone says he was. He was there's nobody that's met that young man and hasn't said that, how extraordinary of a young man that he is, from his character, from his demeanor, from his approach. So it's nice to hear. But
I'm gonna blow that up.
Go.
Does that win you games? Him being a nice guy and good character.
No, I was just making a comment.
I'm just saying, does that win you games?
Yeah, I think he can.
Good character on the football field. He's a six.
Wait a second. But time out. Good character doesn't just mean just in the terms that people most would say. You know, character is also how you practice, how you prepare, right? He prepares, he practices, he works out. I mean, for him to work out, and you even said it, if he's on the team and there are some guys that are rumbling and some guys aren't, that means he performed enough for some of those guys. In fact, one player came to his defense saying, you know, no one gave him a true shot as a quarterback because they kept playing him as the regular quarterback as opposed to playing him the way they're playing Patrick Mahomes, the way they're playing LaShawn Jackson, the way Deshaun Watson, LaShawn Jackson, right? Yeah, like the game has changed in the quarterback position. He was the guy that should have turned around the change. So, but I think he's a good character leader for Trevor Lawrence, who's going to need some mentorship. And people think he may not change the locker room, but I think he'll change some people. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And you know, he's a student of the game. I mean, you know, you're going to have a person who's going to work hard. You're going to have a person who's going to understand the playbook and help Trevor Lawrence. And I mean, how is he going to do a tight end? I don't know.
He's not going to be there week 1.
You think he's going
to? They're going to cut him. They're going to let him retire. That's what's going to happen. Because, you know, he's a 6'2" to what, 230, 240 pound tight end.
6'4".
He's not that big now.
He's big.
You better look it up. Look that one up. He's not. I don't think he's 6'4". He's a 6'2", 230, 40 pound tight end in the NFL. Well, Kelsey and those guys are 6'4", 6'5". The kid that just got drafted is 6'6", 250 pounds and runs like a deer.
He's 6'3".
I bet you he's shorter than that. And how much does he weigh? About
255.
And he's going to play tight end for the first time in his life because he never wanted to move to any other position but quarterback. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be on that roster day one.
All right, we'll see. And you know, Urban Meyer's Urban Meyer, but he's been successful everywhere he's gone. I mean, from Utah to Florida to Ohio. I mean, the guy's got something.
Well, and also then, maybe that, Urban needs somebody to, give him a ride, to practice every day, because they said he has a house right down the street from Urban, Tim Tebow. But maybe he needs a ride or something. That's why, he's letting him be on a team.
So he's gonna be
Like
Urban Meyer's Uber driver.
Uber. He's gonna be an Uber driver. There you go.
Uber. Tim Tebow for Uber. I love the kid. I wish him nothing but the best. I want him to succeed. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
He's taking a spot from somebody else. That's all he's doing.
Well,
the publicity stunt. They're looking to buy, sell tickets because he's still big in Florida. Yes, he is. Heisman Trophy winner, national champion. So they're looking to sell tickets. That guy, the owner of the team is a businessman. He's looking at it as far as putting butts in the seats.
Yeah, but even some of they're saying some of the executives aren't too keen on it. But Urban Meyer controls the show, so we'll see what happens there. I just want to bring that up. And Aaron Rodgers, what do you think about that?
That's the whole thing with Green Bay is kind of weird because they don't have like the traditional structure with the way their whole team is set up. You got the shell, the community owned shares of the team, and you got the general manager or president. He called pretty much all the shots as far as all that's concerned. It's just if he wanted out, he should have said something before, not wait until the day of the draft and then decide that I don't want to be here anymore. I hate the general manager and I want to go.
Rumor has it that security had to put him apart.
Why? The president, he's the president of the team. You're the player. This guy over here called the shots, not you. Just because, you've just won the NFL, MVP, you've won one Super Bowl, that doesn't give you the right, to come in and dictate, how an organization is going to be run. Mm. That's my opinion. It should be like that. But now you have players, a lot of players. He ain't the only one that do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you have it a lot in basketball.
Yeah, you got tons of that.
A lot of that in basketball.
It's a lot of that.
It's just easier because you don't need as many players to win.
Yeah, but it's different with basketball because these guys their money's guaranteed. They're going to get theirs regardless, whatever. So what's easier to get rid of? A guy that you're paying $150 million or the $3 million a year coach, which is easier to get rid of?
Right. Well, remember, we said the same thing at Philadelphia. We thought only one was going to go. They got rid of both of them.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't think they would both go. All right. Well, I think it's going to be interesting where he's going to land. But he says he's only 38, so he wants to play like Brady into his 40s, and I think he could do it. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But it'd be interesting where he lands. I don't think he's going to play at Green Bay. You think he's going to play at Green Bay? He's not even showing up for practice.
All right. Well, you don't get paid if you don't show up.
He's also supposedly, if he's going to play with Philly, they said for him to play for a team, he's got to show up to off train something. He's going to show up to something. I forgot it was. All right. We'll see what happens. All right, we're wrapping up here. Byron, I don't have that picture. I was trying to look for it to pull it up. I just want to tell we had a great picture. You got the paper? I want to see the newspaper.
What?
The newspaper you sent me with you and Glenn.
I got that. That's at my mother's house.
Well, I just want to say to our listeners out there, the Jersey Boys, I'm proud and honored to be Byron as my co-host, and we have a really good and dear friend, and the family's fantastic. Glenn Richardson and the Richardson family, and Byron Jones. They were all county players. We had them in the newspaper, and I remember that. I was a freshman. I wish I would have played on that team. Both Byron, I got nothing but respect for the two of you. Glenn Richardson went to Howard, played at Perth Amboy. He was an all-county, all-star player, went on to Howard University, went on to be a great businessman, an entrepreneur, and just, you got nothing but great character to say about what he's done. Byron, he went on to play for Tulsa. He went on to the NFL, played for Minnesota. And then he went to the service, and then he went to the sheriff. So, I got nothing respect for you guys. In fact, that whole team, Mark was on that team, right? The year before. Mark went to Clemson, won a championship.
Don't forget, Juan Polanco went to Pitt. He blocked for Dan Marino.
Juan Polanco went to Pitt, blocked for Dan Marino. I mean, you guys had a lot of really big. That was probably one of the largest Perth Amboy teams I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
Because everybody else, we were all skinny and little. But you guys were big. I mean, that was just a big. Adam Early was a big guy, right? I mean, did you say Ernie Oresco was a big
Ernie,
guy?
a lot of these guys.
You guys had a lot. That was a great team, but you two guys was proud. I remember that when that came out. By the way, that paper, it was great.
79, long time ago.
Yeah, it's okay. I remember when that came out, but it was great to see. And it was also great to see that because we've had a lot of all-stars that went on in different directions, right? It's nice to see that we have some all-stars that went in. Purdue was great talent, but you got that fine line that you can go one way or the other, right? You can go to the dark side, or you can go to the towards the light.
I saw it many times in the sheriff's department.
I'm sorry.
I saw it many times in the sheriff's department. Hey, I remember when you put. Oh man, what are you doing here? Yeah, I saw it a lot.
Benny, when that would happen to Benny, because I don't know you. He didn't care if he knew him and didn't know. I don't know you. But it's good to see that we are all-star athletes can go on to have productive professional careers. You went to at the level that everybody wishes they can go. So I give you nothing but props and God bless you. But also you continued on that journey, and Glenn as well. Glenn was fantastic, and he's just he's always, and that whole family's fantastic, just like the Jones family. You guys had a good crew. It's always like my class, our class. We had a really good crew. But your sister Sonia, we got Benny, we got Lisa Valentin, Zamora, we got Stephen Petrosino, Shane McPherson that's coming. We got just a whole bunch of we have class reunions. You guys don't, right?
We had a one.
We have over 100. Some class of 83, baby.
40 years, 40.
We just had our 35th. We're having our 40 coming up. Class of 83, and boy,
we had 0.
Yeah,
out of 1.
Awesome. So, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing what's happened this year. It's coming up. I'm also excited. I don't know if you're going to watch it, but the NBA is happening pretty good. If you're going to see that play in, it's coming up the next couple of weeks. Miami Heat clinched it, baby.
They're all hurt. Harden's hurt again. What's his name's feet hurt. LeBron, the other guys all broke up. It's a mess.
Got his head. He's going to have it. Yeah. But I told my son that though, right? In the beginning of the season, he goes, "No, Dad, they're going to win it if they stay healthy. They're going to win it if they stay healthy." Right. And you know what bothers me with that is you can't go into a season with the thought process is if we stay healthy.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Like you don't say that about other teams. Don't think that way. Like you don't think LeBron's gonna get hurt, even though he did, but he's been durable his entire career. Anthony Davis has been injured, huh?
Not this year though.
Not this year. There's no doubt. But I mean, you don't expect it, and you don't expect other players. Russell Thompson. You see how he's playing,
right?
Russell Thompson, right? Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook.
That's it. Russell Westbrook. Man, he's on a tear. I like that guy. I've always liked that guy. He's on a tear. My Miami Heat's playing good. Knicks are doing well.
Yeah, that's Sonia's team.
That's not. Yeah, Knicks are good. I was a big Knicks fan when I came down here, but then I flipped over to the Miami Heat.
Don't forget to get your tickets to the Miami game and Tampa Bay, so that way you can report as far as what's going on. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna go out there with a mic, and I'm saying reporting live out of Tampa Bay. Tell Bruce Arians I said what's up.
So I'm gonna send him a picture of you before I get there with the hat on. That's to say, can I interview you? My buddy's a big fan of yours. All righty. All right, this was good. I'm glad Darryl called in, and we're excited for the year. I think you did a good job with the draft and what we have on our depth chart, and it's going to be an interesting season. I'm looking forward to the football, but I'm looking forward to basketball right now. I like the NBA, so I think there's some good things happening. I also like that play-in. They're playing hard, Byron. Those guys did. LeBron didn't like the play-in. He didn't say anything when he was number 2, number 1. Now they're fighting for a play-in spot, yep. And he doesn't like it. Okay, I think it's awesome. Those guys are battling, right? They're battling. And Miami clinched their spot, so I'm happy they don't have to play in it. You got Steph Curry, who is on fire. Like these are the teams that if it wasn't in the play, I mean, I hope they continue it, but I don't know because players are just crybabies. But you're seeing like these teams, like the Golden State was terrible last year, terrible. Steve Kerr's a great coach. Draymond and Curry are lifting that team. Curry's incredible. They don't have Klay Thompson.
Nope. I ain't had him for the last 2 years, though. So.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's there. It'll be over. They wouldn't even been in there. My point being is that you're going in, the dialogue now is these are the teams that these teams don't want to see in the playing game. They're dangerous. There's that team that I just don't want to put. They're too hot, right? Don't put during the regular season. I have no problem. Right now, it's not a good time to play that team because I think it's one game. It's not like a series. It's play in out. You know what I mean? It's just that's it. It's I think it's is it 7 versus 10 and 8 versus 9, and then they play one more and it goes in. That's it.
Mhm.
So it's been pretty good. I'm excited. All righty, let's go start wrapping this up. But again, shout out to my buddies Glenn Richardson and Byron Jones. Congratulations, the throwback to that team. That was great. It was great seeing that paper too. I remember that. How they used to line you guys up like that.
Yeah.
A lot of Piscataway. Piscataway was good that year, huh?
Yes, they were. Well, you see, Kenny Jackson was on there. He played at Penn State and played for the Eagles and Houston for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Benny ran against him in track. He goes, Vic, they said, go. He goes, all I saw was his back.
Oh, he was fast.
He gets it. Benny's like, all I saw was his back. All right, let's wrap this up. Remember, we're big supporters of the Gary Sinise Foundation. That's Gary Sinise Foundation.org. Freedom and security are precious gifts that we as Americans should never take for granted. We must do all we can to extend our hand in times of need to those who willingly sacrifice each day to provide that freedom and security. While we could never do enough to show gratitude to our nation's defenders, we can always do a little more. Gary Sinise. Okay, GarySineseFoundation.org. Please do some kind of contribution. Our servicemen, our first responders, they can use any help you can provide. Remember, you can always follow us on Twitter at the Sportscast1, and you can visit our website at thesportscast.net. Join us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. When is it, Byron?
Next Wednesday.
Oh, I gotta change.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I gotta change my thing, man. I got Thursday on that. 8 o'clock next Thursday. Be welcome to call in if you want. Make some comments. Come on out. Give us your thoughts. We're always excited here. We'll see how many games Byron's deciding the Giants are going to win next week. We'll see what happens. Jet fans, he says you're not going to win a game until like maybe you're going to go 0-8 right in the beginning of the year.
0-8. They're going like 10, 11.
And, shout out to Darryl Cross and his family. Thanks. Stephen Petrosino making his comments. Again, Darryl, thanks for joining us. And I hope your kids are hearing or they get to watch this. Again, we'll have nothing but great respect for the game that you played in every sport. You were just fantastic. Byron, you're the man. Love you. Good night. God bless.
Good night.
Talk to you next week, baby. Peace.